These are 10 things that you shouldn't do when purchasing a home. This is Susan Mattern with Vanguard Realty Alliance in Westchester, Pennsylvania. In this episode, we're going to talk about the 10 things that you should not do when buying a home, especially when you're under contract. So you're out with your realtor, you've gotten pre-approved, and you're under contract, right? So there are 10 commandments that you should not do. Don't all of a sudden, I just bought a home and I think I'm going to be self-employed. This is a detriment to your loan. So the rule number one, or the first 10 commandments of the most important thing that you should not do when under contract is change jobs, become self-employed, or just quit your job. Don't buy a car. If your car breaks down, if you need a new car, you need to wait until after you are now closed on your house. This can make your credit score drop 20, 30 points. And you might be right on that threshold of being a 620 or 600 and having that great rate. So the rule number 2 is not to ever purchase a high ticket item such as a car, truck, or van. Don't go out once you're under contract and celebrate and use all your credit cards and excessively use them, buying items for your home. This can wait until after you are closed on your home. Again, just like buying a car or a van or a truck, this will hurt your credit score. You need to keep this in your savings account and do not touch it. This is the money that you're going to need for cash to close, which you're going to hear your lender or your realtor say. So when you should know at the beginning of the process, your realtor should give you a buyer's estimated cost about how much you're going to roughly need to bring to closing. And then you should also double check with your lender to see if those costs are equaling or mirroring each other, what your realtor says and what your lender says. But your lender's closing cost amount is usually right on the money. Your applications, your realtor also might ask for a buyer's financial. They're going to ask for liabilities and any debts. Anything that's going out, do not omit those debts from your application because they really go through this with a fine tooth comb, especially toward the latter part of being under contract after your inspections. Then once everything's in with the mortgage lender, it's going to go to underwriting. That underwriting person is going to pick your credit score, your credit bureau, your application, everything that you've given them, your bank statements, apart. They're going to research everything. So the one thing that you don't want to do is omit anything from that application. Even if you have to talk to your lender when filling that application to see what they pulled up on the credit bureau so that you can kind of jog your memory of what needs to be on that credit app. So don't omit any debt. You're going to be so excited. You're under contract, right? You're going to buy your first home, your second home, whatever it may be. Do not go over to the furniture store because they're having a sale and you're going to put everything on, a 6 months, 12 months, 60 month, that you don't have to pay, no interest payments, and buy furniture, $10,000 worth of furniture. Just like buying a car, those are high ticket items and they can be detrimental to your credit score. Again, under contract, your lender has all your information, and you 2 weeks prior to going under contract, you originated a new credit card, or during when you went under contract, you went to Old Navy and opened up a credit card, and then you went down to the Gap and opened up a credit card, and then you went to Banana Republic and opened up a credit card, and then you went to Macy's. This is going to be another thing, because every time you have an inquiry, it's called a hard pull. That is going to bring your credit score usually about 10 points. So whatever you do, if you're right on that threshold of getting a loan or not getting a loan, a mortgage, that could actually be a hindrance to you actually buying a house. So don't do any new credit card inquiries if you have to. Just stay put until after you close. Just think, you're going to be in this house for 30 years. You're going to have 30 years that you can apply for credit cards, or applied for a credit card to get that new like leather jacket or whatever it may be. You have 30 years to do it after your closing date. A lot of people don't realize that there is a law about making big deposits into your bank account. So if you have that $10,000 in your mattress, or your grandmom's given her money and her mattress, and she wants you to put that in your bank account so it can show the mortgage lender that you have money in your account, and they sell that you just put it, today's the 24th, and you just put it in on the 22nd, that's going to be a red flag. And that's actually part of the Patriots Act for showing large deposits from foreign deposits especially, but even in the United States, if you're putting in large deposits, it's a red flag to the bank, number one, and to your mortgage lender. So they're going to have questions. If you do have a gift, they're going to require a gift letter. So if you are not even started with the process of buying a house yet, and you haven't talked to a lender, and you have that large amount, put it in now rather than in later. They're going to look at the past 3 months when you're in underwriting of what has been deposited into your accounts. So if you're looking 6 months out, I would put that money in now and just don't touch it. You can even put it in like a separate sub savings account. So do not put in a large deposit into your account. Again, that is a red flag. Unless, it's of course, if it's your paycheck or a commission check, that's one thing. Do not change your bank accounts. Don't go, TD Bank screwed up my bank account. I have to close everything and go down to Wells Fargo or Chase. So that's another red flag. Don't shut bank accounts down, and don't open new bank accounts. Don't switch bank accounts around. It's just like little red flags that pop up with the underwriting process. Do not co-sign for anybody at all. Your cousin needs you to co-sign for a car. Your son needs you to co-sign for a loan for school. Unfortunately, if you're under contract, this is going to be another red flag. Just like if you're opening up a credit card account, it's the same thing. So it's like you're making a large deposit. Credit is very, very, very crucial in this game of buying a house. So talk to your lender. Initially, they're going to tell you these same things. The last thing you want is you don't want to have to lose your earnest money deposit. That's one of the things that you do when you go under contract. In the state of Pennsylvania or Delaware, you have about 3 to 5 days to get that earnest money deposit into the listing agent or the title company or attorney, whatever state you're going through. And they will hold that escrow money in that account until closing. One of the reasons why they hold that is you have skin in the game. So if any of these things come up, like you lose a job, you need to tell your lender. If you have to co-sign for somebody, ask your lender first. And these, if it's a 30-day, you have 30 days to really just be good and just sit still. Again, like I said earlier, you're going to be in this house for 30 years. There's really no reason to rush that process to, co-sign for somebody or change bank accounts or quit your job or spend money on credit cards and open credit cards. So it's very, very, very crucial that you stay just in line, stay in your lane, and just stay there until the closing date. And then you will be much happier and less stress because you will be able to close, and the underwriting will be a lot more smoother transition in the long run. If you're looking to buy a house, give me a call. I am a wealth full of information, and I would love to help you find your next home. help you purchase it. I try to make things fun and lively and not so stressful for everybody. I just tell everybody, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride of purchasing your next home. If you need to reach out to me, my name's Susan Mattern with Vanguard Realty Alliance. Let's open doors. My phone number is 610-757-8792. I look forward to talking to you and helping you purchase your next home. Thanks.